Hello everyone, what's going on? Today we're going to learn more English. We're going to do some listening practice and grammar study with a Netflix movie. This here is Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino. And we're going to do some listening and grammar. Okay, so first of all, I'm using a tool here called Language Reactor. Okay, and this allows me, you can choose your subtitles, English, and then if you click on settings, you can choose your translation language. Okay, now what that means is if you hold your mouse over the word, you will get translations in your original language, whichever one you select. You can even click on the word.
Thank.
And then you can get pronunciations.
Thank.
And you can come down here and you've got a bunch of extra options. For example, you can click on word reference. And you can get some more, synonyms, translations, definitions, things like that. Anyway, but I'm only going to use this tool because with this tool, it allows me to jump back and forward between sentences. For example, I can jump forward.
Just to let you all know, Ricky will be back in
Okay, I could repeat.
Ricky will be back in the second half of
Okay, or I can jump back. I can jump back, okay? So the problem is I want to do listening practice with you, so I have to choose a new random language every time I make a video, okay? And it's just, I'm sorry if I choose your language, but if I do it in a random way, hopefully there are still many videos that you can watch where I'm not using your language, if you know what I mean. So you can focus on the listening. But for here today, I'm just gonna choose a random one. I'm gonna go for Japanese, okay? So I'm really sorry for this video if you can understand. If you can understand Japanese. Okay, but I'm only gonna use it so I can use this tool, okay? So let's go. Now I'm gonna press play. You're gonna hear some dialogue, and then I'm gonna pause and give you some time to repeat it to yourself at home, okay? So let's begin.
Why don't you see them over there in the crisis?
Okay, so let's start from here. Okay, so let's start. She says Vincent. Vincent, okay? That's his name. John Travolta's name. Character's name. Vincent Vega. So now you gotta listen to the next dialogue and repeat.
Just to let you all know, Ricky will be back in the second half of our show.
Okay, now this audio is a little bit challenging, okay? It's not exactly that clear. This is really, I would say, advanced listening with Pulp Fiction because there's so much music and sounds from the crowd, etc. So this is, just to let you know, this can get a little bit frustrating if you're at a lower level. I would say this is more advanced listening. So let's try again.
Just to let you all know.
Okay, he says, just to let you all know. Just to let you all know.
Ricky will be back in the second half of our show.
Ricky will be back in the second half of our show. Okay, let's repeat.
Just to let you all know, Ricky will be back in the second half of our show.
Okay, so let's go check in English.
Just to let you all know.
So just to let you all know, just to let you know, just here means simply, like only to let you know, only to let you all know.
Ricky will be back in the second half of our show.
He's referring to Ricky, I think it was a Ricky back here. Ricky Nelson, okay? So this guy here is supposed to be Ricky Nelson, like this old famous singer. So anyway, he's referring to Ricky here.
Just to let you all know, Ricky will be back in the
Okay, so Ricky, the singer, will be back in the second half of our show. Okay, we'll be back. Easy. Future grammar. Let's keep going. Sorry, not Chinese. We're doing Japanese today.
The second half of our show. So we hope you enjoy your meals here at Jackrabbit Slim's.
So we hope.
So we hope you enjoy your meals here at Jackrabbit Slim's.
So we hope you enjoy your meals here at Jack Rabbit Slim's. Okay, Jack Rabbit Slim's is the name of this restaurant that they're at. Okay, so we hope you enjoy your meals here at Jack Rabbit Slim's. The grammar here is pretty easy. Okay, we hope you enjoy. Okay. I keep going to Chinese.
We hope you enjoy your meals here at Jackrabbit Slim's. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that doesn't matter, so we're just gonna go past that.
What do you think?
Okay, one more time.
What do you think?
Okay, she says, what do you think? What do you think?
What do you
Okay, what do you think? But I mean, the way it's said very quickly is what do you, what do you becomes what do you think? So let me just show you question grammar quickly. Okay, because generally let's say most questions follow the exact same grammar pattern. Well, not always the exact same, but most of the time questions follow a certain structure. So the structure is first the word here, what, where, how, why, when. These are question words, okay? So you normally have a question word. Then you have an auxiliary verb. I just call it small verb to make it easy. In school, they try and get you to say auxiliary verb, but let's just make it easy. Let's call it small verb. So question word, small verb. Now over here, just think of a noun. You just have a noun, okay? And then you have the main verb. So remember that it's question word, small verb, noun, main verb, and then sometimes I call it extra information. She could say, what do you think of this place that we came to? This place that we came to, it's like extra information. But in the beginning, there's always question word, small verb, noun, main verb. Well, mostly. You can also start a question with a small verb. You don't have to use the question word. You could say, do you like this place? You start with do, the small verb. Are you traveling at the moment? I begin with are. Are is the small verb. Okay, there's a lot of other ways to ask questions, but like a typical question, that's the structure. Question word, small verb, noun, main verb. Sometimes this can be a question expression, okay? Question expression would be like, which country do you live in? So which country is two words. Yeah, which country, do, small verb, you, noun, live, main verb, in, extra information. Okay, so here you can have a question word or question expression. Let's keep going.
think?
I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
Okay, I'll give you clues. He said pulse and wax museum. Okay?
What do you think?
I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
Okay, I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse. I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
What do you think?
I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse.
Okay, and if you don't know any of the words, I mean, for example, go here, change the translation language to your first language, and come here, hold the mouse over the word, okay, or
wax,
click on it. So I think it's like a wax museum with a pulse. So a pulse is, how would I explain this? It's basically your heartbeat. You know, on your wrist, if you hold your hand like up to the sky, well, your palm, you know, the palm of your hand facing up, and on your wrist, if you hold two fingers or a finger over your wrist, you can feel your pulse. It's your heartbeat, basically. Okay, that's pulse. So I think it's like a wax museum. So a wax museum is basically a museum where you have all these celebrities made of wax. It's kind of weird, but yeah, celebrity statues made out of wax. Okay, go and Google wax museum and you'll know what I mean. So in this restaurant, what they do is they get the waitresses and the waiters to dress up as old Hollywood actors, Hollywood singers, celebrities, things like that. Okay, so this restaurant, it's like a wax museum with a pulse. A pulse means it's alive. Okay, the way we would use with a pulse, if you have a pulse, it means you're alive. Okay, so this place, this restaurant, is like a wax museum that's alive. Anyway, so the grammar is easy enough. Let's keep going.
Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you?
Okay, now the listening is quite difficult, but just that's what it is. It's advanced listening. So he said, Buddy. Okay, because I think he's dressing up as Buddy Holly. Okay, Buddy Holly is an old rock and roll singer from the 50s, I think, in America. So his name is Buddy.
Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you?
Okay, he says, Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you? Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you?
Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you?
Okay, hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you? So now, let's have a look at question structure again. We have, what is this? Question word. Can. Okay, anytime you see a modal is can, should, must, may, might. Anytime you see a modal in a question, it's actually, I think it's always the small verb. Okay, so question word, small verb, noun, main verb, extra information. Okay?
Hi, I'm Buddy. What can I get you?
Let's see, steak. Oh yeah, there's Douglas Sirk steaks.
Okay, so he said, let's see. Okay, so just, I'll give you one word, well, two words as a clue. Let's see. That's really three words, but.
Oh yeah. Let's see, steak. Oh yeah, there's Douglas Sirk steaks.
Okay, so he said, let's see, steak. Okay, steak. From a cow, beef, steak.
Let's see, steak. Oh yeah, there's Douglas Sirk steaks.
Okay, so, oh yeah, Douglas Sirk steak. So, in this restaurant, they even name the meals after famous Hollywood actors, actresses. Okay, so if you want to know who that Hollywood actor is, go and Google Douglas Sirk. So, oh yeah, I'll have. Okay, I'll have, future, will, easy. Okay, I will have. Oh yeah, we say that for when you want to choose something from a menu. I'll have this, I'll have that. Okay, not take. Some students might think that you would say I'll take. No, if you're choosing from a menu, I'll have this, I'll have that.
Have that. How do you want that cooked? Run to a... Oh, yeah, the Douglas Sirk steak. Have that. How do you want that cooked? Run to a crisp or bloody as hell?
Okay, I'll give you clues. How, want, cooked. Okay, how, want, cooked. And then the next one, bloody and burnt. Okay, I'm just giving you clues for what he's saying.
Oh, yeah, the Douglas Sirk steak. Have that. How do you want that cooked? Run to a crisp or bloody as hell?
Okay, he said, how do you want that cooked? How do you want that cooked? Okay, that's the first one.
How do you want that cooked?
Okay, it's very quick, but how do you want that cooked? How do you want that cooked?
How do you want that cooked?
How do you want that cooked? Now the next part.
How do you want that cooked? Run to a crisp or bloody as hell?
So it's burnt to a crisp, or bloody as hell. Okay.
How do you want that cooked?
Okay, how do you want that cooked?
Run to a crisp or bloody as hell?
Burnt to a crisp or bloody as hell. So he's talking about the steak. Like, how do you want your steak? Do you want it rare? I don't know if you know that. Like rare or well done. Rare is when you cook the steak and it's you barely cook it. I mean, it's still the steak is still very bloody. Or well done, it's you cook the steak a lot.
How do you want?
So how do you want that cooked? Okay, so question structure. Question word, small verb, noun, main verb, and then it's extra information. So question word, small verb, noun, main verb, extra information. Now, what kind of grammar is this here? You know, you have 3 forms of a verb, like see, saw, seen, forget, forgot, forgotten, do, did, done. This here is the third form of cook, to cook. So cook, cooked, cooked, third form. Third form can also be an adjective. Well, you're kind of describing the condition or the state of something. So how do you want that? Well, let me think about it. How do you want that cooked? How do you want that cooked? Yeah, it really is. Because you could think it could be past simple. How do you want that cooked? How do you want it cooked? But I really feel like it's a third form. You know, let's just say you have a phone and you want someone to break your phone. And so they could say, how do you want that phone broken? How do you want it broken? How do you want it broken? Yeah, it's not break. How do you want that? Break, broke, broken. How do you want this phone broke? No, it sounds better to say, how do you want this phone broken? So it's third form. It's weird, but it's third form. Okay? Yeah, that's a weird example of the third form. But when you study movies and TV shows like this, when you study the dialogue, you start to see that the gerund gets used a lot, and the third form of the verb gets used a lot in adjectives. Okay, especially third form verb is used a lot for adjectives, like the broken phone. Okay, the forgotten book. Okay, forget, forgot, forgotten, the forgotten book, an adjective. So how do you want that cooked? It's quite weird, but it's kind of a, how do you want that? I'm sure here it's third form verb. So it's kind of a condition. Anyway, So let's keep going.
That cook. Burn to a crisp or bloody as hell.
Burnt to a crisp or bloody as hell. So burn is when you cook something a lot, yeah? You're really cooking it a lot and it turns black, it becomes burnt. If you cook steak for too long, it starts to look like charcoal, yeah? So that's burnt to a crisp. A crisp is, I suppose, if you cook any kind of meat for too long, when it turns black and starts smoking, it has a little white smoke coming from it, it's burnt to a crisp. Okay. Yeah. And bloody as hell is just very, very, very bloody. So do you want your steak totally burnt to a crisp or bloody as hell? Well done or rare? Anyway, that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to make another video with Pulp Fiction. This listening here is quite difficult, so don't get too stressed about it. Mainly for these kind of videos, it's more... The listening is important, but I really want to get students to notice the patterns with grammar. Like third form adjective, the question structure, remember, question word, small verb, noun, main verb, extra information. If you keep studying dialogue like this, you'll see the patterns again and again and again, and the grammar gets pretty easy. And we do listening at the same time. Anyway, so I'm going to make another video another time. That's all for now. Come back if you want and learn some more grammar and do some listening. Take it easy. Peace out. Speak soon.